I was kind of like, where can you go? With the first Avengers, him becoming a team player, and with Iron Man 3, him transcending his dependency on the tech that's keeping him alive. I thought, okay, now what? But there's all this unfinished business. There's the matter of a certain wormhole that opened over New York and the imminent threat that still implies. So Tony has turned his attentions more toward a bit of a post-Reagan era Star Wars type notion. And he likes to call it Ultron. I love the love-hate. I love the people. This time around, I felt like I really got, honestly, a bunch closer with the cast members. And Joss and I are pals. Meanwhile, there's always that part of it that you never forget your first time. And from Iron Man 2 into Avengers and Iron Man 3, there's always this, I think it's like life. You're like, why isn't it like it was in college now, But more than any other of the Marvel movies since Iron Man 1, for me, I feel like this is really a kind of a feeling of an ending of an era and the beginning of another. Obviously, some of that is informed by the new blood coming through, with Elizabeth Olsen and Aaron Taylor Johnson. And I welcome it. Well, there's a lot of full circles going on. Probably the most personal one is James Spader playing Ultron. He was the first person I saw kind of off the boat when I got to LA and took me under his wing. He's just a couple years older. But I think, again, it was a very inspired casting choice, not just because he's on everyone's lips and minds again, for reasons obvious with this show, but also that he really is a bit of an American treasure, and I've certainly borrowed from his style more than a few times over the years. It's a global property, really, and I think it was the responsible thing to do is to branch out and do stuff. There's also something much more authentic about when there's not just a felt sense of somewhere, but, okay, they're there. And I'm certainly glad it happened, and it seems like it's really adding to the overall scope of the thing. He's just really smart, and he thinks stuff through. I remember sometimes the joy of things was we were kind of creating things as we went along or within the context of the story. We were really figuring out, well, what frequency should the scene be? And Joss tends to already be a couple of steps along in that process, which occasionally can make you feel like, oh, well, what am I bringing? But there's always other steps that can go. And so it makes it easier to get to the best version of something because he's practically there already most of the time.